Welcome to the Tennessee Community Engaged Alliance Against COVID-19 Wellness Wednesday show, also known as TNCO Wellness Wednesday. I'm Dr. Katherine Y. Brown, your host. Now, more than ever, we must stay informed and engaged about the COVID-19 pandemic in Tennessee. Our communities, Nashville, Memphis, and surrounding areas must increase our understanding of the factors that contribute to the disproportionate burden of COVID-19 in underserved communities of Tennessee. As you know, throughout our conversations on this show, we have been introducing you to thought leaders that are establishing effective community engaged strategies that are aimed to increase knowledge, awareness, testing, and vaccine readiness as they begin to address structural inequities and COVID-19 disparities. It is with much excitement today that I introduce you to LaTanya Channel from the Tennessee Small Business Administration. Welcome, LaTanya.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Your energy is contagious.
We are so excited to have you here, and just for you to take time out of your very busy schedule to join us, we just want to say thank you. As we get started, I would love for you to share a little bit about yourself and some of your accomplishments, because I've read your bio and you have quite a few accomplishments. So tell our viewers a little bit about you.
Sure. My name is LaTanya. My last name is Channel. When I'm feeling frisky, I say Chanel, but it is Channel. I was born and raised in a small city up north called Washington, D.C. I call it a small city because it really is a small city. People come to the town for prestige and jobs and the work in government. But those of us who are native Washingtonians, we just grew up living our lives. So, and we have actually we're full of Southern values, our actual native Washingtonians. We say good morning, we speak, we look you in the eye, we invite you to our homes for a meal. So a lot of people don't realize that about us DC folks. But I moved to Tennessee 7 years ago, actually, to Nashville, working for SBA as the deputy director. And since then, I've been promoted to the state director. So love it here in Nashville. It actually reminds me of my northern small town city where I was raised.
Absolutely. And you have done so many amazing things in 7 short years. I tell you, I don't know what else is going to happen that you can do great, but we're excited about the greatness that you're going to continue to bring to the community.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us about your work with the COVID-19, maybe the vaccine, or how does that relate to your work in the community?
So mine is a little bit different, but it's directly related to COVID. At the end of the day, the United States is powered by small businesses. There are millions and millions of small businesses in every state, in every county, in every neighborhood. And if those small businesses aren't active and functioning and have employees who can come to work and get the job done and meet the community, then our nation's economy will simply fail. So at SBA, many people probably heard on the news, one of the first things that happened was the launching of the PPP program, which was the payroll protection program. And the sole reason for the program was so that small businesses could keep their employees paid on payroll, even if the business had to reduce their hours or even shut temporarily. The purpose was to keep employees paid. And since then, there have been a number of other programs, particularly the one that just got launched last week was the restaurant program. And this program is to help keep those restaurants open in our community, to help them expand, to help them with PPE, to help them construct outdoor seating. So when all of us get back outside and get back to being with each other and closer than 6 feet, we can go into those restaurants and support them, just like we support all the small businesses in our community.
Absolutely. I love that. And, it's great information for those who are watching who may not be aware of that. One of the questions that I've always asked people on this show is, how do we keep ourselves healthy against the COVID-19 virus? And I know you deal with more of the business administration side, but I'm curious as to your thoughts on that question. How can we keep ourselves healthy, be it physically healthy or financially healthy?
So I'll answer it 2 ways. I'll answer it in one personally. What's one of the things that I do all the time, and I have it sitting right here, is my cup of tea. And it happens to be a cup of tea that I got from one of my employees that says, "Hey, women rarely make history." Coincidence that it matches my red today. But I grew up with a grandmother, even though I grew up again in a city, Washington, D.C. My grandmother was born and raised on a farm about 45 minutes from D.C. that still has dirt roads to this day. And my grandmother started each and every one of her days with a cup of Lipton tea. And then she finished the rest of the day. She was 2 or 3 more cups throughout the day. And I now know why. Because when I drink this tea, it keeps me calm. It keeps me focused. And honestly, tea is healthy. So I have a bunch of green teas over here. I've graduated from Lipton, but I got a variety of green teas and herbal teas over here that just help keep me focused. But on the business side, with the small businesses, one of the things that we have attempted to do, we've done it with a webinar we did with a chamber. My office just last week did another webinar on helping small businesses cope with their mental health and their well-being. At the end of the day, our small business owners are out grinding and living their passions, but they don't have a guaranteed check every 2 weeks. And so when the mandates came down to reduce the capacity, which made sense so we all could stay safe, that meant they lost their income. I'm blessed and fortunate. I get a check every 2 weeks, the federal government. I don't have to worry about working for my next pay. I'm working for my next income. So we've done quite a few webinars to help small businesses cope mentally and emotionally. We have a great team member out of SBA headquarters who's been doing this for years, helping small businesses with natural disasters, like the tornado that happened in Nashville when SBA gets in and provides some business loan support there. But just for those small business owners to stop and take care of themselves as well. So we've actually done several sessions on helping small businesses cope with their mental and emotional needs. It's so important, so important.
What's your website where they can, people can see these webinars or find out about what's coming up?
Sure. Our website is www.sba.gov/TN, and then look for events. But an even faster way is go to Eventbrite and look for the Tennessee District Office. And that's probably the easiest and quickest way to get access to our webinars. We do no less than 5 to 6 or 7 webinars every single month.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot.
Yeah.
So they go to Eventbrite or they can go to the website and then look you up. That's good information to know, and I will be sure to make sure that we disseminate that information, because what you're doing, that those type of webinars and that information, people need to hear about it. So in your own words, what does community mean to you?
Ooh, community. Community raised me. Community birthed me. Community nurtured me.
Yeah.
I remember going to the corner store at the end of the block where my grandparents lived. And the owners of the corner store knew my name. They knew my uncle's name. They knew my aunt's name. They knew my grandparents' name. They knew my parents' name. So I knew that when I went from that corner store back to home, everything that I did would be known.
It sounds like Chicago, where I grew up.
Exactly. I remember the playground across the street where the basketball court was, where my uncle played basketball. And again, everything I did on the monkey bars would be told by the time I got home.
They knew it.
I remember my elementary school at the top of the hill that I went to every day, and those guidance counselors and teachers and principals, they all looked out for us, and they all had a strong bond with our parents. And with our uncles and aunts. So community is what, again, raised me, birthed me, and nurtured me. And now, even though I don't live in that small city up north anymore, and even though actually Washington, D.C. is very, very different than it was when I grew up, I just try to make community where I am. So if I'm walking past a child, me and that child are going to have a conversation. I don't care if it's about the weather, about their school, just to make a child always feel seen and important and valued, because that's what the community did for me. I'm never going to miss an opportunity to do that for another child.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely beautiful. So how do we maintain health during a pandemic, and what are your thoughts on getting vaccine ready?
As far as maintaining health, I think it's important, again, since I work with small businesses every day, and we're trying to do our best to get them information on their mental and emotional needs, but their financial needs as well. We know it's tough right now during the pandemic, dealing with smaller and lower revenues than they're normally used to experiencing. But we want to keep those small businesses connected with us, because there are some options out there that are available. And getting vaccine ready, I think, as small business owners, pay attention to what are their needs of their employees who are looking to come back. I know some guidance is coming out soon from OSHA, but again, we care about those owners, and I know those owners care about their employees, and everybody's still concerned and everybody's still scared. But I think, the importance of the vaccine is getting us to the point of knowing that we can come back together again. We can have our employees come back together again and get ready for those customers. So I think that's really important. I'm already vaccinated too, by the way.
Okay, very good. Awesome. So the last question is probably the most important question that I'll ask you. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Oh, wow. If there's anything else I'd like to share, is anything at all, again, go to Eventbrite, easy website to go to. Look for the Tennessee District Office, because we're keeping a rotation of webinars, not just focus on PPP, not just focus on those SBA programs that were released to help with COVID. But definitely go to our website and you can see what we're doing. And please try to have a cup of tea, because I'm telling you, in those moments when I want to get mad at somebody or angry or when I'm frustrated, I just click boil, water boils, or pour me a cup of tea, and it instantly slows me down and calms me down. And it's a good thing.
So there you have it. You've heard it first. You've heard a lot of great information, some great resources, and the importance of having a cup of tea. I tell you, I love that. And it's a gentle reminder of taking care of our mental health and just taking that moment. So thank you for being here with us. Now, I'll tell you, once you come on TNCL Wellness Wednesday, your family, so we have to have you come back and visit with us. So
okay. I appreciate it, because you're always out doing good things in the community. So I really appreciate you. So this was a fun time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And for our viewers around the world, I invite you to join me back next Wednesday for TNCL Wellness Wednesdays. You won't want to miss an episode, and be sure to share this message. Until next time, stay informed, stay healthy, and share this message with your community. Have a great day.